this is a build which is very fast, very fun, and it's taken a bit of time to put together, but well worth it. Super fun. It's one of those builds where it's not broken in terms of damage, but it's broken in terms of movement. As you can see from the clips, you know, when you've got enough focus going on. I'll show you how you generate so much focus, like to use it for the blink, but yeah, you're just so elusive. You've got the dash, you've got really good stamina reduction because you get stamina back on hit. Combine that all with this ability, your enemies don't know where you are half the time, so it's one of those where, you know, if you get it right, it can be super smooth, you can pull off some really good plays, but again, it's all about the movement. This build really does well with the movement, so you've got to utilise that as much as you can. Let's do a quick sort of overview. So, as you can see here, I'm not doing low life, I'm not doing full focus builds here. So, we're not using two of the most broken ways to build, and yet this is still super viable. You can do no boon, no echo runs, in the Crucible you can do all the content easily. I'm running attack speed everywhere pretty much. I've got the Plague Infusion on the Gauntlets with attack speed and the weapon, because I found that it is really good. I actually did an Echo run with this without the extra attack speed and the weapon, but with a barrier on kill setup and slower hits and more damage on hit, but yeah, with this extra speed, look at it, it's just so quick. And the great thing about this weapon is, yeah, quick moves, but that jump counts as a dodge as well. So you've got 3 dodges technically. You've got your ability to obviously dash, so you know, you do this, you can dash, you can throw a few combos together and then blink as well. So you've got the jump, the dash, the blink. They all combine and count as dodges, so you can just do really good stuff with this. Once you learn like the cooldowns on stuff, because there's a cooldown on the dash, so if I try and dash and then try to instantly blink after, it won't let me sometimes, but yeah, you get used to the cooldowns eventually. But the main way to play it really is, with this weapon, is wait until your stamina gets like low, don't use a dash. What you want to do is get down low, blink, and look how quick my stamina's getting back. It keeps recovering even during the blink, so that's where the blink's really good. I have kill on focus on kill here, so that gets boosted by the barrier when I've got a barrier, so I get more focus back. So the idea with this is keep your barrier up, right? Now, the other gems I've got are health, so max health, so you get a boost on max health, and then I've got a guaranteed on the gloves. This functions really well because you've got the barrier, you're hard to hit, so your enemies aren't hitting you, so you usually maintain it pretty well. But you get a better barrier when you're full health, so it's about maintaining that barrier while you're full health and never letting your health drop. If your health drops, you probably need to use food just to get it up quickly, but you don't have to do that. The only way of life stealing is through the Plague, so you need Plague on the item facet. I think that's a must here with this setup. Usually I say you can just run the enchant, but that's going to cost you 50, right? And that's a lot. So you need to get this weapon and this build like this, you need to have Plague infused on this. You can use another set of gauntlets if you want, but I really like the sound on these. I really thought it suited the build. So the attack speed's really good, the crit chance pretty standard, and then the durability to try and boost that a bit as well. But yeah, attack speed's very good. And it rolled really nicely with the durability and the attack speed here. It doesn't work best on every build, but on this one it does. You can see my damage numbers aren't crazy, but it's the amount of hits that you do and the fact that you can dash really quick because the animations are really quick. So because the cooldown on the animation is quick, I can dash quick after. So see how quick I'm dashing after attack there? Super quick. So it just makes it really responsive. That's why I've got it on this build. It's a movement build really more than anything. But yeah, really good damage still. You'll fly for everything in the game. Echo Knight does take some practicing, you know, to get there, but you'll see on that run there I had a really clean run towards the end, and that's what you want to be aiming for. Using all the movement, managing the cooldowns, etc. Helmet, pretty standard. Barrier on food, max health in here. Pants, pretty standard again. You want stamina cost on the pants, so that reduces the cost of your punches massively. And that combines with this for another 20%. So straight up, that's at full health, got 50% reduced stamina cost, massive. So that brings it down to 7. And then your stamina on hit, 6% of that is 5. So it's costing me about 2 stamina if I hit something per hit, right? It kind of works out a bit more than that, but you know, as you can tell, stamina management is really good. And I can just keep attacking constantly on a boss, which is really handy. But I'm not actually full health right now, so I'm not getting the full benefits here. But now I'm full health, I'll have even more abilities I can do. But yeah, super quick with this, it's crazy. The attack speed here, on the enchant, and attack speed on the facet on the gloves here. And then combine that with the ring. So as you can see, I've got the pants combined with these two rings, the gloves combined with the ring and the weapon, right, for attack speed. So stamina cost, attack speed, two really key stats here. Armor pen I've got in 1, 2, 3, right? So you want lots of armor pen, that's good. Crit chance in everything, right? You need crit chance with this, just straight up, because you're not going to have the double life boost, you're not going to have the max focus boosts. 50% is a lot lower, so you need to get crit chance and everything with this one. Infection build-up, you could put plague damage here, but I think it's really important that you get infection build-up really quick, because you only get lifesteal when the enemy's bar is full on infection, right? So when it's filling up, it doesn't count. You won't get lifesteal. So if I'm punching an enemy where the bar's not full, I won't get lifesteal. So that bar needs to be as full as quick as possible, right? So this is the most important stat here. I got it to luckily hit twice, I think, here on infection, which is really good. 60% boost, that goes up to like 40%, right? So that's a massive infection build-up boost. Helps on bosses, everything. So really good to get that there. And then on the chest, pretty standard again. Barrier boost, just to get the most out of this, because it's your only form of barrier. Now you might be wondering why I'm not running barrier on dodge, why I'm not running barrier on kill. I just wanted the attack speed here and I wanted the other stats to get focus on kill. So when I'm fighting packs of enemies, you can see I've just got a great supply of focus because the attacks are so quick. And I'm getting focus on kill, so I'm just able to just constantly dash around, teleport, make some really flashy plays. This is the most fun build I've done, hands down. The assassin build's pretty close, but this one, you know, this is one where you don't feel like using something broken until you actually master it, right? So you get to the point where you're mastering the timings and the cooldowns and the teleports and the dashes, right? And to me, that's way more rewarding because the power in this build is in the player rather than the stats, right? Just one hitting something with Armageddon. You know, to me, that's kind of dead, really. So I really enjoy this build. It's super fun and it's OP when you become OP with it. That's what I like about it. So it takes a bit of practice, right? How do you get to this point then? Where do you start? I'd go with some blue version of this first and run enchanting. The plague enchant into the rune slot. And then have a lot more focus. So maybe say 200, 250 focus, just so you've got that extra surplus. There. Definitely run channel just so you can get, you know, some focus going whenever you want to before a fight. But yeah, obviously you could do low life version of this, but you're going to be a lot squishier. If you do max focus version of this, you won't have the teleport. You can't use it. So in my opinion, this is the best way to build this, right? Yes, you could go low life and stack loads of life and do that, but this makes it quite tanky. You see sometimes there's some good examples where I get hit, I tank it pretty well, because you're not super weak, you've got 30% armor, these resist could be higher, but 304 health plus the shield, it's really high health, it's not reduced, it's, you know, if I heal now, that's going to put me to, you know, 304 health, right? So, super good. And then my barrier now will go up more because I'm full health, right? Because the full health gems kick in. So this helmet now gets boosted when I'm full health. So that shows you the example of it. This gets boosted as well. So both of these get doubled on the barrier when I'm full health. Same with all the stats. So the idea now is maintain this health, maintain this blue bar. Every time it goes down a bit, pop an apple. Keep the apples going. And then if you do lose some health, maybe swap to some food and then switch back once you're full health again. Just keep topping up that barrier. But the idea is never get hit, really. You know, you should be pretty elusive with this because of the ways you can teleport around and, you know, do your dashes. It's really good. I would recommend, so don't weave between the dash and the teleport. It makes it, because it's hard, because there's a cooldown on the teleport. So you want to do some attacks, dash, some attacks, teleport. But the teleport is really good when you're low focus. When you're low stamina and you want to just DPS something. It's really good as a gap closer as well. So I want to get to the boss there, who stood here. So let's say I do some attacks, right? They do some sword animations, I dash out, then they dash somewhere else. I can just go straight in, full stamina, burst in, and then you should build up enough to dash out again, right? So you could do that and dash out like that. So you'll learn all the little combos as you play it, but super fun build. You know, that is one way to do it. Get a blue item, just put some attack speed in if you can, put the enchant in the slot if you can't craft Plague Infusion, run a bit more focus. Maybe run a blue helmet with reduced focus cost just so you can manage it a bit better. But that's after attack, isn't it? So that might not work. But yeah, focus cost reduction might not be too bad on the helmet because you can get it on the blue or a purple, I believe. So you could do that instead of the plague damage, just drop a bit of damage. But yes, the healing helps as well. So that's why I've got the gem here, because this healing gets boosted by 60%. Whereas if I put max life in, right? Imagine I had max life gem. Well, guess what? I don't need healing when I'm max life, so that it wouldn't work with this healing here. Plus, I just wanted it permanent for the infection build-up and the healing, basically. So when I'm fighting enemies, I can pop an overshield, and if I need to get health, at least this boosts my health by just meleeing. So you can just melee to get it back as well, but you need tankier enemies for it because of the way Plague works. You need to fill the bar up, and then, you know, start hitting them to get health. So the small little worms, you don't get anything off them. Anything you one hit, which isn't many, which is good. Anything you one hit, you won't get it off. So this is really good because it's small, quick hits. You only really one hit the little worms, to be honest with you. So you get good lifesteal just from meleeing. Works really nice. I've got stamina resistance reduced here. You know, stagger, sorry. It's not too bad, but obviously power disabled's good. And the healing thing here is fine. It's probably the best one of the weapons. Because with this build you're using focus, you're using, you know, everything really. Focus, health, stamina. So, you know, this healing reduced against bosses is 25%. This outweighs it, right? So you still get a health boost, but this kind of counters it. So there's not really a negative there. So crit chance wise, when I'm on, you know, when I'm on low health, I'm still getting a decent amount. I'm getting 10, 25, 35, 47, 57 with the 10 on there, 67% crit chance, and it gets boosted to like 90% crit chance when I'm, you know, high 80s, 90%. I think it's more than that, actually. I think it was 95 or something. So really, really good to get full health and maintain that, right? And you get all the other boosts and the damage as well. 2 Plague, 3 Armor Pen. Armor Pen is very, very strong on every build. So definitely get it. Health-wise, 300 I think is the best area to be with this. I did have a bit more in damage, but 4 and dropped my health to 260, but getting to 300 is pretty nice. I'd recommend it if you can. Yeah. And equip load, getting to the fast range. And then stamina, 80 to 90 is pretty good. Pretty simple. But yeah, super fun. Feel free to adjust it. Like I said, if you can't get the Plague Infusion, get the rune. And yeah, the Mastery of Shadows build will work very, very nice. Super fun. Like I said, the most fun build I've done. If you like the look of it and you want to play like this play style, I highly, highly recommend it. It's worth the grind. Trying to get Plague on these gloves. It looks sick as well with the smoke effect constantly on. With the blink, it just, yeah, I like the aesthetics of it. So, hope you enjoyed the build. More to come. Excited for the next couple of uploads. Some super exciting builds that I'm going to drop. So, yeah, really enjoying the game still. Thanks for watching. Appreciate all the subscriptions. I got 1,000 subs recently, so appreciate it, everybody. And yeah, you can check me out on Twitch. I'll be streaming this over the weekend as well. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.